How you doing, everyone? It is Sunday, it's 8 o'clock, and it's time for a Braw Cast. Yes, it's me, Billy Kirkwood. Thanks for tuning in, wherever you are. Just let you know, it's just a little mini episode tonight, specifically because, well, it's been a busy all week. I got married, remarried, I should say. And I said, remarried? Right, okay. So I've been married to the same woman for 16 years, and we renewed our wedding vows. I realise I'm not exactly sure how to ever introduce that. But if you've never tuned in the broadcast before, what you'll know is that not only is it a talk podcast, something for you to spend 20, 30, 40 minutes with us, but what it is it's a little look at the alternative lifestyle of people from all across the world, all across the UK, and it's brought to you by the sexy MFers over at Braw Beard Oils, the premier Braw Beard Oil company in the world. We got to catch up in our last episode with John Jackson, JJ. Lots to talk about in terms of that, because the company is now celebrating 10 years, and we bring you this podcast free on Sunday nights, as well as loads of amazing content over at the Braw Beard YouTube channel. There's always vlogs, these loads of gives it a go, loads of brilliant stuff coming up as well. As soon as we can get me and JJ in a room together, that'll be amazing. But as well, check that out. We're also got the championships, which I'm going to talk about in a little minute, but you could do me a little favour, wherever you are right now, why not go and check out the archive of episodes, or even head over to brawbeardoils.com. If you clicked in this, then chances are you do know some sexy, hairy nonsense in your life that can maybe do with some Braw Beard Oils, maybe use some of the amazing clothes and merch that we have, like baseball caps, or snapbacks, I believe the kids call them in these day and age. We've got vests, t-shirts, including this one. Yes! This was the Halloween one that, sorry, it's always back to front, I'm never sure how to do it. The Halloween one with the orange logo. Check that. Did you get one of these? Because I think this is probably my favourite design they've ever done. I absolutely love these. I think these are absolutely brilliant. So you can head over, get yourself some stuff, particularly as we are on the run-up to Christmas. Right, what's happening in this special catch-up episode? Like I say, it's just a quick one, because I've had a bit of a Quiectic's not a word. Frantic. We'll go with frantic. A couple of weeks, finishing up on the radio, been way busy gigging, and just kind of making plans in terms of what's going on. So I can tell you next week's episode is going to be a sit down with me and Tosh. Yes, me and Tragic O'Hara, incredible artist, brilliant talker, and walrus chaser. We're going to be sitting down, so some of your topics, any of your questions, any of your suggestions, here's what to do. Pop them in the comments wherever you see this video, or you can hit us straight through. You can find me on social media at Billy Kirkwood Comedy, or you can even head them straight through to JJ over at Braw Beards. We'd love to hear from you, what topics you want us to talk about. It's 30, 40 minutes of just funny nonsense, two guys chatting, two relatively funny guys chatting, I would say, and we can talk about any topics, any questions. Try and stump us. We love it when we get stumped to a question, so anything at all, put that in the comments. What else have we got coming up over the next month? Well, we are on the countdown to the Braw Beard and Moustache Championships. There's no two ways of going about it. We've just hit the 10-year mark. Congratulations again to JJ, Elaine, all the work that's gone into that. If you want to head back and check out the archive episode that we did with JJ, the thing that got me about that episode is we could have done that for like 3 or 4 hours, and I think at one point what we might do is we might do like a series of them, like try and block it up and put videos in and pictures and all that type of thing. And we'll sit down and we'll put together like a very special kind of on its own broadcast series, so you can track all that type of thing, and maybe get interviews with some of the people that it's an incredible story, going all the way from a hospital bed to being back at Drygate to having the Braw Beard Oils going all around the world. I mean, check this out. I've lost the cap for this one. That's why my beard looks like an absolute mess. And because we even did the broadcast live. Look at that. Is that a pear or a pube? We're never exactly sure. Don't put Braw Beard Oil on your pubes unless that's a product JJ's going to bring out. We can't use bath salts. Moving on. So what's some of the stuff that we can expect to see at the championships that are going to be coming up in February next year? Very, very excited about it. Let me get you some of the details up about that as soon as this syncs up. In fact, to tell you what, while that's syncing up, let me tell you about some of the guests we've got coming up. Now, it's a big month, as we're obviously in the run-up to Christmas. Well, I think the plan is we're going to try and pump out some bonus episodes, some extra episodes for you. So one that I wanted to do, and I've been wanting to sit and chat with this gentleman for a long time, is a guy called Kevin Mullen. Now, if you don't know who Kevin Mullen is the UK's sort of fastest growing hypnotherapy and mind programming practice. He has offices in Glasgow, he has offices in Ayr. He does some incredible things helping people remove anxiety, working through depression, basically is one of the premier therapists. And one of the things you guys absolutely loved, and we just had a stress awareness week this week, is we're sitting down and when we got to talk with some of our mental health experts or some of our advocates in the past, and we thought, wouldn't it be good bringing that up on the way to Christmas, because Kevin's got some huge events. He's doing the Royal Concert Hall on December 3rd. We can head along to that. We'll talk more of that about him. He's doing workshops and what have you, helping people become life coaches and helping them learn more about themselves. You guys always seem to really dig that. Now, here's the thing. Before I give you a little more information about Kevin, I was going to pop up a picture of him, right? Because, like I say, he's got practices in Glasgow. He's got practices in Ayr. I've known Kevin for about a year. I think he's absolutely fantastic. And what he wants to do is sit down and talk about his words, not mine, mental health, the truth. Which is an attention grabber at best of times. Mental health, the truth. Right? And I was going to pop up a picture of him, but for some reason, the background is transparent. So this is really weird. Hello. This seems odd to me, unless this is how we do the podcast, and I just oh, Kevin, you're here already in my cupboard, standing right in front of the camera. That's kind of weird. But here's Kevin here. You can check him out over at Serenity by Kevin if you want to get a little information about it beforehand. Let him know Braw Beard sent you, and we're going to get an opportunity to sit down with him, hopefully in his Glasgow office, because that's the one thing. We're wanting to bring back the interviews. We're wanting to bring back the special guests, and we thought we'd kick off with that one, racing right through to Christmas. ICW here in Glasgow, and you know it's my home company. Insane Championship Wrestling are going to be doing their huge event, Fear and Loathing, and I thought we're going to try and do a broadcast as well with some of the colourful characters that we're going to see from Insane Championship Wrestling. You guys always dig it when we get wrestlers on the show. We'd love to get a chat with Stoney McGregor, Jack Jester, ahead of his King of Insanity match, which is barbed wire, chairs, glass, people, whatever you want to use, ahead of that match, Fear and Loathing. So we're hopefully going to get an opportunity to sit down with him and some wrestlers from further afield. Further afield, yeah, how do you like that? You guys always seem to like that type of thing. So what we thought we would do is we were going to bring that back. So we've got some mental health, we've got some pro wrestling, and what we're going to do is we're just going to list up a whole load of guests, and we're going to pepper them in every other episode to me and Tosh talking pish, or me just talking pish on my own. Yes, what a frantic week it's been. Right, I'm gonna get this information up because this is doing my absolute head in. I do beg your pardon. I had all this planned, but technology is letting me down because the Wi-Fi in the building that I'm in is completely shite. There's no two ways about it. There we go. Right, what have we got coming up? At the Braw Beard and Moustache Championships, of course, Saturday the 18th of February. You can still get your tickets, but this is what I can tell you on the run up to Christmas. You know something? You want something to look forward to in 2023, and we are going to have live music there. We're going to have the Liverbirds. We're going to have Ryan's Creed are going to be there. The Liverbirds Beard and Moustache Club, they're going to be coming along and joining us for a bit of fun as well. We're going to have special guests panel that are going to be our judges again this year. Hopefully we're going to get that announced to you very, very shortly. And of course, the categories are all up now. They're all up. So why not get yourself entered? Come along. Guess I could have phrased that better. Why don't you enter the competition? If you want to get yourself entered, that is completely your business. And may I just say, take a little bit of care. I've got a friend that never did, and frankly, it's got an arsehole like a windsocket at an old airport. So just be careful of yourself. But why not head over right now to thebrawbmc.com. The Braw Beard Moustache Championships. That's basically what it is. You can head over, check out the website. I will put a link to it below wherever you're watching this video. All the information's there about how you can get tickets and join us. February 18th, Saturday. So it's a long event. It's lots of fun. You're going to meet people. And this is the thing. It will be the first time we have got to do it in... So the argument rages in this. But I say it's 3 years, right? The last one we did was February 2020. Tell you how long ago it was. They were filming the Batman movie next door, right? You know the one with Robert Pattinson that everyone thought they were going to hate, ended up being absolutely awesome. They were filming that next door because some of us, I'm not saying who, nearly wasn't let into the car park because they weren't believing at all for a millisecond that I was involved with the championships, despite the fact I did have a rather sexy beard at the time. So we haven't done it since February 2020. So this is going to be the first one. We did a broadcast live there last year, which was a whole lot of fun. And maybe, if I can work it out, maybe we might do something on the day. I'm going to talk to JJ, maybe see if we can even get there like early doors or something and do like an exclusive Braw Beard from recording from the Dry Gate, if they let us there early enough. That's a new idea that literally I just thought off the top of my head, so I can understand completely if John's like, you're going to be joking. It's going to be the folk there actually working than you just in the corner talking pish. Which is completely understandable. So we've got loads of exciting stuff coming up. Hopefully we'll get an opportunity as well to talk to some of the bands and some of the people that are going to be involved with the Broad Beard and Mustache Championships. And maybe we'll even see if we can get some sneaky looks at some of the early entries. I'm not promising nothing, but you can head over and check that out. So lots coming up over the next couple of weeks. Next week's episode is going to be me sitting down with Tosh. Then we're going to be sitting down and talking with Kevin Mullen. Head of his huge show, Mental Health, The Truth. I'm very, very excited about that because Kevin does not pull any punches and you guys are always really, really into that. So what I might do ahead of time, whether we do it live, I'm tempted to see if we could do it live on the night. If Kevin's schedule works out like that, we'll maybe try and see if we can do it live on the night. But if we have to pre-record, we'll give you an opportunity to send in some questions or send in some stuff. I think you're absolutely going to love that. It's incredible stuff that he does. And then it's going to be yourself. So a bit of wrestling before we get into December. And it's all, I don't know what I'm doing with this, before we get into December. And it's all hot chocolates and old movies. That's all we've got time for in this little mini episode of Braw Cast. You can check out everything I'm up to over at Billy Kirkwood Comedy. Just Google me. I tend to turn up on him on Instagram, on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me home. I don't give a fuck. Don't even know if Twitter's still going to be there. Now, Elon Musk, old pan loaf head-shaped guy. It's the creep. I didn't think people that creepy were actually allowed in the real world. But there it is. There it is. That's all we got time for on this. Hello. You weren't meant to be coming in. Do you want to say hello just quickly? Right, there we go. That's all we got time for on this week's episode. We'll see you next.
Please keep watching Ben 10.
Right, well, I'll come and deal with Ben 10 in a minute. Tell you what I want for Christmas. A bloody big lock for that door. That's all we got time for, Broadcast. I'm going to see you next time. Make sure to check out all the archives, the videos over on YouTube, and may I suggest, get ahead of the rush. We know these train strikes, we know these postal strikes, they've never affected Brawbeard. But head over, check out what you might want to get ahead of Christmas, and maybe get yourself out a wee bit early. Get it ready and get it under the tree if you're one of those perverts that has it up already. Again, the phrasing, when are we bringing back phrasing? That's what I want to know. When are we bringing back phrasing?